All right. All right, so let me. Give me a second here. One, two. I have to figure out why there's a echo. All right. All right, let me mark out the 5-minute range. 36. Before I miss a trade, because I'm going to spend time finessing with this, and then I'm going to miss a trade. And that's going to suck. That's going to suck. Alright, we're right at VWAP, pushing back up. We are still in this 5-minute range, cycling through the different time frames. We had some news come out, caused some volatility in the market around 8:30. Still pushing up on a higher time frame. Hourly chart, we're holding this kind of like support level down here. So holding it as support. We'll see what happens if it starts breaking view off. Pretty much same plan like yesterday. Just gonna wait and see. We're still in this 5-minute range. We're still holding this kind of area as support on a 15-minute too. Got some, actually no, we don't have any imbalances. We got some lows down there that possibly, if it fails to hold, right, view up right now is at 25,273. So pretty much these lows down here, if we could start finding some momentum to the downside, we'll play the shorts. If we start finding momentum to the upside and this thing starts really breaking out of this 5-minute range and starts, you know, breaking out with momentum, then play the longs. As of right now, I'm just long biased in the sense of we are above VWAP, so I'm not going to try to short and fade it. But that being said, we have taken out pre-market highs, so it's another thing to keep in mind. The fact that pre-market highs got taken out, now we have pre-market lows at 24, around 25,000. I can tell you exactly. 25,193. 25,193 is pre-market lows. So, see if this thing fails, so failed to make a new high, that's something to keep in mind. Alright, I wonder why. How can I do this? I can't. Ugh! I'm gonna start messing with this other thing, and I'm gonna miss a trade being distracted. So I think I gotta just focus. All right, we're pushing down to view op. Starting to break out of this 5-minute range here, but we still are above view op. View op is right below this gold line, 25,000 like 274s. So like right below it. We got a pivot point down there too. So kind of see what it wants to do here. And if we look at, give me a second. Tough to say. Do we have any news? Let me see. We have 10 a.m. news, orange folder, so that's something to be mindful of. Orange folder news may come out and have some impact, not really anything major. It's just consumer sentiment, inflation expectations. We'll see. 10 a.m. is something I'm going to be watching out for. All right, so holding that 200, holding that 5-minute range and the 200. Let's see, so starting to form this kind of downtrend on a 1 minute. But again, I'm just pretty much exactly same game plan as what I had yesterday. I'm waiting for this thing to actually pick a direction. Not trying to guess and get stuck in chop. Waiting for this thing to really pick a direction, and once it starts picking a direction, we start playing it. As of now, and if it decides to chop all morning long, guess what? That's fine. If it wants to be that way. All right, there's the, so you can kind of see what's going on here, right? We're kind of made this high. We took out, if you look to the left, we had this data candle high that got taken out, got wicked out. So we ended up forming a new high, then a lower high, and now another lower high. So now we're starting to form this kind of like trend line type of thing to the downside. And once it starts taking out more levels, we'll see what happens. We're right at view op, a little above view op, so this thing starts to displace below view op, it starts to get interesting. So we'll see. Still trying to hold it. I mean, view op's gonna try to see what the news is. Let's see what the whole crap is going on. So, Vance departs for talks with Iran. So we still got the ceasefire. That's good. I doubt, you know, here's the other thing. Another freaking... Ugh. Here's the other thing, right? We're going into a weekend of uncertainty, so all this does play into, do we get a nice move today? I mean, you would think, you know, going into a weekend of on the brink of freaking war, I doubt people are gonna hold big positions into the weekend. I think people are just going to sit on their hands. So, who knows? We may not get a big move. I think this whole war thing has caused the market just to kind of... It goes crazy, but a lot of times it chops sideways because nobody wants to invest money into a market that's super uncertain that, you know, Monday rolls around and this thing could be down 1,000 points. Who knows? Hopefully get a trade today. I hope so. So far, this is playing out like the whole week has been. Just chop. 5-minute chop. Like higher time frames, nothing really even to look at. I mean, we got room to either side. You know, 15-minute looking bullish. I mean, they all look pretty bullish. So hopefully this... Everybody wants this stupid freaking conflict to be over with, man. I want the old price action. Where we can come into the market moves nicely, smoothly, moves to levels, like everything's so nice and smooth. Not this, I mean, I don't know. Who knows how long this thing will last? It's tough. Okay, buddy. Getting stuck at that pivot. Bro, I've been doing this for 3 years full time. This isn't my first rodeo. People acting like I just hopped on the live learning how to day trade. I've been day trading full time for 3 years. So I'm not somebody who just started this yesterday and has been trying to learn it for the past couple, months or a year. Yeah, I never said 3 years was long, but you're coming in acting like this is my first rodeo, like this is the first time I've been, like I'm some beginner trader or something. Yeah, well, the fact that I've been doing it for 3 years, I think I have a certain type of risk management, There's certain mistakes that beginners make that I've made when I was a beginner. Have I blown accounts when I was a beginner? Absolutely, by not managing risk correctly. But 3 years in, that's not even a possibility anymore. Like, there's absolutely no way that I blow an account today. Unless, like, I don't know, the dark storm comes over the market and somehow we get like the worst news of history. We're in World War III and the market starts to tank and circuit breakers and all that, like that, then maybe, like, but then everyone's screwed. But there's no way of me blowing an account. I can manage risk. There's a level of, every trade I get into, I know exactly how much I'm risking. I know exactly where my stop is. And like, I'm not just buying at random areas and, letting it ride. And maybe I blow an account. We'll see. What risk management framework do you use? So I have a certain dollar amount that I want to risk per trade. And that does fluctuate based on how confident I am in the trade. For example, if my average risk per trade is $200, sometimes if I'm not too confident in the trade, I'll only risk $100 per trade. But if I'm risking $200 per trade, I'm placing my stop loss not because I'm only risking $200, but I have to calculate my stop loss based off of market structure. Like if I was to get in a short position here, which I wouldn't, but hypothetically saying I got short here, my stop needs to be above the highs as in validation. So I need to calculate how many contracts do I need to buy in order to only risk $100 or $200 with my stop up here. And that's it. That's pretty much how all my stop losses are placed based on market structure, not based on. That's not a risk framework. Okay. People are hilarious. You telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about is like, it's not gonna hurt my feelings. That's like somebody coming up to me is like, bro, you don't even know how to drive. I'm like, bro, I just drove to work on a car. What are you talking about? You don't even know how to drive, dude. You don't know what you're talking about. Am I gonna get mad at that person? I'm gonna be like, all right, okay, man, I don't know how to drive. Like, it's just comical. Now, are we all learning? Am I pretending to be some like expert in the market? No, we're all still learning. If everyone is constantly learning in this industry, there's no such thing as mastering this industry and you're just like, you're on top of the world and you've mastered it and you're just, we're always learning. You're always adjusting and adapting to the market, and market's shifting. I mean, the market right now is completely different than it was even like 3 months ago or 2 months ago. But it sounds like I'm far under your skin. No, you're not. Takes a lot to get under my skin. I own a business, so running a business, you're constantly dealing with problems. It doesn't take it takes a lot for somebody to really get under my skin. I got, so I just find it funny. You know what? Also, I find it funny because I'm not saying this happened to you, but when a lot of people come in and start kind of like, will start hating, I know exactly what happens. A lot of people that come in and start hating, they'll probably, maybe they blew an account this morning or something happened, or they took a trade and they took a loss on a trade, and now they're coming in and they're just hating because they took a loss and they're pissed off. Like, nobody that's super successful, who's doing really good in trading and is happy about his life, is coming into other people's live streams and hating. Just thinking about that logically, that's not happening. Which I welcome. Hey, I welcome criticism. If somebody wants to criticize me doing something wrong, then hey, I'm open to it. If it's actual, like, you know, constructive criticism. This thing, we're still stuck in this 5-minute range. I mean, this is absolute trash. Bruh. It's freaking spam callers. We need to find out where these spam callers are calling from and do something about it. Really annoying. Now, these spam callers, they get under my skin. That's what gets under my skin, especially if I'm in the middle of some working and I'm getting a spam call. A bunch of lowlifes trying to get money out of you or trying to sell you something. Or buy my house. Ugh. Gosh, oh my, is this gonna be the rest of the news? Oh, news is coming out in like 3 minutes. So 3 minutes, let's see what, maybe this thing is waiting for news. I mean, it's not even a major news event. It's orange folder. Come on. Hopefully after news comes out, this really starts to move toward a direct move and stop going sideways. Ugh. Man, I forgot my freaking headphones. And wonder if people are actually trying to trade this. Is there anyone actually trying to trade this? We need to get Trump out of this market. He doesn't care. I mean, at the same time, a lot of people criticize Trump, but listen, he just gotta, I mean, does he make some stupid decisions and say some stupid stuff? Yeah, he does. I mean, just like any person. I mean, me personally, you know, it's like just in terms of the market under like Biden was so much easier to trade just because Biden was so predictable. Biden's not going to do anything or say anything, you know, he's on script, so to speak. And so the market moved smoothly. Now during Trump, it's more erratic because Trump can say something, do something out of the... So it's a completely different... All right, we got news out. But I guarantee you somebody's trying to trade this. I guarantee you somebody's trying to trade this. And it is absolutely getting washed. Just like trying to go long, getting stopped out. Trying to go short, getting stopped out. News came out. We got a little bit of movement, but nothing really. Hopefully this thing really starts to drop. I really want this thing to drop. And go lower. No reason for us to go back up. We've already taken out highs up there. So we got some lows that we got to take out. I just did it, made a few bucks. Yeah, I mean, you can make money, but it's trading chop. I mean, if you're scalping, that's one thing. If somebody's scalping this sideways action, that's one thing. But if you're trying to like catch a move, an actual move, then that's another. And scalping it's hard. It seems like, yeah, you can kind of like get lucky and just try to like go, like I could hypothetically just, you know, go long, this thing pumps up a little bit, I take profits and I made money. But in terms of like, if you actually followed a strategy and made money, then yeah, that's good. All right, we're right at view op. This is the kind of market where you just gotta just sit on your hands until you really get something good. Like, if I just had the discipline, I know this is not like entertaining for a live or anything, but if I had the discipline to just like sit on my hands for like the good trades, like kind of like the trade I took yesterday. Like everything was just setting up perfectly, right? Everything was aligning perfectly. If I just wait for those kind of trades, man, I just don't like. You end up taking low quality, high quality, all mixed in together. Like, it's tough to have patience to sit there just for the high quality trades. All right, let's get some displacement action going here. Want this thing to really like not only displace, but leave behind an imbalance. We're right at view op. So once it starts breaking view op, it starts to look ugly for the bulls. So let's see what happens here. Starting to... Still respecting it. It's literally tapping view op. I know I don't have it on this chart, but right where my cursor is, where the wick lows are, that's view op. So we are below the 5-minute range now. Finally closing below it, really. Actually, no, we were closing below it earlier. Thing can't get below view op. We got room to the downside, which is like that's reason why I'm kind of like, I mean, look on an hourly chart. Look at all this room we have, all these lows. We got a low here, low down there, a lot of room to the downside for potential. Especially for, I mean, pre-market, we're pre-market lows. Where did I say it was at? So pre-market lows were at 193. So 193. That's like way down there. It's like right there. So a lot of room for pre-market lows. Come on. Come on, baby. Holding view up. I mean, holding the 5-minute low. So, as resistance. Would be nice. Now, if we start getting displacement, confirmation, then I can have my stop at an area where it's like, kind of makes sense to have your stop up here. Because once it starts getting through view up, through the 200, and starts going for that high, then we can risk it going all the way higher. So this thing is just sweeping, it's not displacing. Man, freaking tough market. Bring back the good old days where the market just moved smoothly. Hedge money? What do you mean by hedge money? Hedge fund? Alright, here's potential displacement. Uh-oh. Let's see what happens. Buyers trying to step back in. All depends on how the next candle closes. It still could be a sweep, so don't want to jump into early. See that buyer stepping in, pushing it right back above view up. This is like the line in the sand. This is like the ultimate like tug of war where it's just like, are bulls gonna keep it above view op, or are bears gonna take over below view op? Because that does start to scare a lot of the bulls away when you start to really displace below view op. It's 10 o'clock, which is also like reversal time frame. I mean, reversal time. Sometimes we get moves to the upside aggressively at 10 a.m. Around 10 a.m. So I wonder if this thing is actually going to start to ramp up here. Come on, man. Ugh. All right. Is this it? Is this finally it? Maybe. Maybe take a stab at this. All right, let's see what happens here. Be interested in this. Where do we have those lows? 260s? No. We have another 244s. I think that 244 level really. Oh, this thing's starting to push back up to view up. Oh, it's getting past above view up. Crap, that's not good. That's not good. Let me get stopped out here. Dang it. Bummer. What a freaking... Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna get stopped out here. Dang it. Ah! And I took that on full size. Freaking A. Ugh. Freaking. I thought it was going to go for pre-market lows once it displays below view up. Ugh. We didn't even take out a low, bro. We didn't even take out the low. Oh. Now it's going to just chop right back up and... Bruh. Screw you guys. All right. I think that's... I'm done. Oh, I think that's enough for me. I'm not trading anymore. That was bummer. We had all this resistance here. I figured we're gonna... But we did have view op right there, which freaking sucked. That in fact that view op was right there. Just... So. Alright, I think that's it for me today. I'm not going to take any more trades. This thing is just going to chop sideways now. Thank you, Trump, for a shitty market. So, alright. I'm out. I'll be back Monday. See what happens Monday. Enjoy your weekend. Don't blow your account. Know when to walk away if it isn't working for you. And, yeah. I'll see you guys Monday. Peace out.